Mom, where are you right now? Dad's been in the hospital since yesterday, and I'm stuck here all alone in the house, so... Yeah, where are you, and when are you coming home?
Oh, this is perfect timing. I was just about to message you. The truth is, I won't be coming home. Not tonight, and not ever again. I've decided that taking care of your father is your responsibility now.
Wait, what? What are you even talking about?
Susanna, I've fallen in love with someone else. Someone who isn't your father.
Wait, someone who isn't Dad? Oh my God, Mom, no.
You're old enough to understand what love is. I found someone new, and I've realized that I can't ignore my feelings anymore.
Oh my God, you're actually doing this? You're seeing another man while Dad's lying in a hospital bed? That's cheating! You're cheating on Dad!
Call it what you like, but I'm completely serious about him. I've decided that I want to build a future with him, and I'm going through with it.
No way, this is too insane to be real. Now you're telling me you want to marry this guy? But what about Dad? You're still married to him, aren't you?
Not for much longer. I've already left the divorce papers with your father to sign. Oh, and since he can't get up and around very easily, you might have to submit them for him. As far as I'm concerned, today is the last day I'll be acting as your mother.
You're unbelievable, Mom. You're just cutting ties with me and Dad like it's no big deal? Like you're throwing this entire family away without even blinking?
I need to do what's necessary to live a life that makes me happy. I hope that, in time, you'll understand that this is what's best for me.
I don't care how happy it makes you. I'll never understand this, and I don't want to. Screw your happiness, Mom.
Excuse me. You need to watch your tone, Susanna.
Oh, give me a break. You waited until Dad got sick and helpless, and now you're ditching us? That's just cruel.
The timing wasn't ideal, I'll admit that, but things happened the way they did. I've talked about how we would do this quite a lot with Jiro, and we both agreed that this was the best way to do it. It's better to rip the bandage off than make the pain last, you know?
Who the hell is Jiro?
That's the man I'm with now, though you might know him better as Emiko's father.
Oh no, you cannot mean that. You're running away with Emiko's dad? She's my best friend. We're teammates. We've been playing softball together for years.
And it's thanks to you two that we met.
It is?
Oh, believe it or not, our love story all started when your team made it to the regional tournament. And the parents came to cheer you on, and when I saw him for the first time, something just clicked between us.
This is sick. Dad told me this morning that no matter what happens, I should keep my head up and face things with pride. Now I get it. He already knew what you were going to do. You're not my mother anymore. You want to run away from this family? Fine, go, leave. Just get as far away from us as possible. And don't you ever show your face around me again, you lying, backstabbing old hag.
Hey there, Susanna. Wow, it's been, 10 years? Can you believe it? 10 whole years since we last talked. It's me, your mother. How have you been, sweetie?
Sorry, who is this? I don't recognize your phone number. I think you might have texted the wrong person. Have a nice day, whoever you are.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. It's your mother. You know, the woman who gave birth to you.
My mother? My mother. You know, I do seem to faintly remember someone calling herself my mother. But I haven't heard from her in around 10 years, so I was kind of figuring she dropped dead a long time ago. Well, hoping, actually.
Oh, there you go again, always the joker. I'm not dead. I've just been living in a different area with Jiro for most of these years. We moved right after I left, since, well, you know how things were. But the other day, I saw someone on the street who looked just like you. It brought back all sorts of fun and happy memories, so I reached out to some relatives to ask how you were doing. And that's when I found out that you're living in this gorgeous, huge mansion now. I have to say, I was really impressed.
Okay, and?
Well, I just thought maybe your father finally got back on his feet. Maybe he even started his own company or something. I mean, living in a house like that, he must have done pretty well for himself, right?
What's it to you what Dad did with his life after you abandoned? In any case, he died a few months ago.
Oh, I know. That's actually why I wanted to get in touch with you. It felt urgent, you know.
I am struggling to understand what could possibly be so urgent. I mean, we haven't spoken in 10 years. There's nothing left between us.
Now, don't say that. We're family. Familial bonds are stronger than time and distance. And besides, this isn't about you, it's about your father's inheritance.
You really think that concerns you after everything you did?
Actually, yes, I do. You see, there's something I need to tell you. I'm currently pregnant with your father's child.
Excuse me?
That's right, you're going to have a little brother or sister. Isn't that exciting? 43 now, so it is considered a high-risk pregnancy. I really need to take good care of myself. Which is why I think it's time to let bygones be bygones, don't you? Let's just move on from the past and focus on the future. So, when can I move into that incredible house with you?
I honestly don't even know where to start. Do you really believe you can just show up after 10 years, say you're pregnant, and expect me to welcome you into my home like nothing happened?
Well, yes, that would be the decent thing to do. And with that big, beautiful house you've got, I'm sure there's plenty of space.
Let me make this perfectly clear. That is not going to happen.
Oh, don't be that way, Susanna. You may not know this, but your father and I were reconnecting shortly before he passed.
Please don't make up stories about Dad now. That's just gross.
Not a story. This is what really happened. So the timeline goes back about 6 months. I had just divorced Jiro. Things just weren't working out like we had hoped they would. And then one day I bumped into your father in town. We started talking. It was really nice, actually, kind of bittersweet. We laughed, we reminisced, and then out of nowhere he said, "What if we tried again?" He wanted to start over, like from square one as boyfriend and girlfriend, and well, one thing led to another. Next thing I knew, I was pregnant.
Give it up, Mom. I don't believe a single word of this.
Why not?
Because Dad never forgave you. He told me that himself. All he ever felt for you was bitterness. He was sick, he needed you, and instead of taking care of him, you ran off with your lover and left us behind. I had to grow up overnight and deal with everything while you vanished. You didn't just abandon him, you abandoned me. You left me to handle your mess. I lost my best friend, Emiko, because of you. I quit the softball team because I couldn't bear to face her after what you did. And you think I'm going to just open the door and say, "Welcome home"?
People change, Susanna. Emotions evolve. Time softens things. And whether you like it or not, the baby is coming.
Let's say, just for argument's sake, that this is all true. What exactly do you want from me?
Oh, finally, we're getting to the important part.
The important part?
That's right. I wanted to talk to you about what sort of present you'd get me to celebrate the birth of your little brother or sister.
Are you serious right now?
Of course I'm serious. I put a lot of thought into this, and I think the best thing would be for you to just give me that lovely house of yours. Also, I need to know how much of your father's inheritance I'll be getting.
You get nothing. You divorced him, remember? You gave up any right to claim anything.
Oh no, not for me. I meant the baby's share. Even before birth, a child can be considered for inheritance. So I'm assuming it'll be a 50-50 split between you and the baby. Now, how much money are we talking about exactly? You know, I bet you haven't quite finished calculating everything. All right, I'll wait until tomorrow. Let me know once you've got the number. I'll be in touch. Hey, Susanna, it's your mother again. I tried to be patient, really I did. I even waited until this evening, like a good girl. So, have you finally figured out how much of the inheritance my baby is getting?
Actually, yes, I did. The amount is exactly 0, because the only person who is eligible to inherit anything is me.
Oh, come on, are you seriously still doubting me? I told you already, the baby I'm carrying is definitely your father's child.
Uh-huh. Let's have a little talk about this sibling of mine, shall we? You said you two reconnected after running into each other on his way home from work, right?
Well, exactly. That one encounter brought all those old feelings rushing back. It was fate.
Right. Well, the thing is, Dad had been in the hospital for more than 6 months. And even before that, he was wheelchair-bound.
He was?
So, yeah, anything remotely physical would have been difficult, if not impossible. And about that on his way home from work part, he hadn't been working for years, since well before his death.
Wait, what? He wasn't working?
He started to get a little better for a while, but his health was always fragile. He developed another illness, then had to take an early retirement 3 years ago. From then on, he was only ever going between his bed and the hospital for treatment. So this chance meeting on the way back from work you keep mentioning, it couldn't have happened, not even in theory.
Okay, but then how do you explain that massive house you're living in now, huh? I mean, you're what, in your 20s? There's no way you could afford a place like that by yourself. And if he wasn't working, then what exactly did you two do? Win the lottery?
That house belonged to my grandfather, Dad's father. In other words, your former father-in-law.
You are kidding me.
You probably forgot he existed.
But, oh, that can't be right. Your father told me he had a rough childhood. He said that he hadn't spoken to his father since he graduated high school.
And you would be right to think that. But then, about a year after you left us to run off with your boyfriend, Grandpa heard through someone that Dad was sick. He also found out we were barely scraping by. We were a family of 2, a single father who couldn't work, and a middle school girl trying to survive. So he reached out to help.
Oh, I see. So things were different than I thought. Oh, but that doesn't change the inheritance, right? I mean, whatever the backstory is, the money's still there. So just tell me already, how much of it do I get?
Did you not hear what I just said? Dad couldn't work. We were dirt poor. You left him when he needed you the most. He was too sick to even chase after you, and you didn't leave just emotionally. You took everything with you. His savings, his wallet, even some of his clothes. By the time my grandfather stepped in, we had gone a full year barely able to afford food. So let me be crystal clear. There is no inheritance from Dad. He had nothing left thanks to you. Honestly, the fact that I even have to explain this to you just drives home what a depraved, selfish monster you are.
But what about the inheritance from his father, from your grandfather? I mean, he must have something.
My grandpa's still alive, you greedy old gremlin.
What?
Are you surprised or disappointed? He actually stood at Dad's funeral and declared that he was going to live as long as he could. He said he owed it to my dad to take care of me for as long as possible, to make up for all the years together they lost. So no, there is no inheritance waiting around for you. And certainly not for some imaginary child.
Wait, hold on. I already borrowed money. I took out loans because I thought I was going to get a windfall in inheritance.
You went into debt? You absolute dimwit. How much?
I have over $50,000 in loans. Please, Susanna, you have to help me.
No, I don't. Screw you and take care of it yourself. If you come anywhere near my house, I'll call the police the moment you step onto the property.
Wait, please. The pregnancy part is real, I swear. At the very least, this baby shares your father's blood. That much I know.
For the last time, Mom, I know you're lying.
How can you say that? You have no proof.
Actually, I do. Like I already explained, Dad wasn't physically capable of being with anyone around the time you claim you met up with him. And also, you once told me something when I was younger. You said that after I was born, Dad became infertile due to complications from his illness. That's why I never had any siblings. Did you forget? Or did you think I would?
Did I actually tell you about that?
So unless you've got a miracle baby from immaculate conception, your story is finished. Well, Mom, was that your big final move, your grand last-minute twist? Because if so, I have to say, it was pretty sloppy. You weren't very convincing at all.
Please, Susanna, I'm still your mother.
No, you stopped being my mother a long time ago. And just so we're clear, no one invited you back. You don't belong here anymore. So do me a favor, get lost, and don't come back. A few days later, word got around that my mother had been lurking near my grandfather's house. Concerned about what she might do, he hired a private investigator who confirmed everything. She really did owe $50,000, and yes, the pregnancy was real. But as soon as the baby was born, she dumped it at a facility. My grandfather acted fast. After some complications, he arranged for some relatives who were preparing to move overseas to adopt the baby. All of us in the family are rooting for that child to overcome the circumstances of their birth. As for my mother, with no one left to turn to, she started running from debt collectors. It didn't work. Eventually, she was caught and forced to work for one of the creditor's affiliated companies. Now, with her finally out of the picture, I can breathe again. I only wish Dad could have lived long enough to see me finally find the peace he always wanted for me. Hey, Tucker, where are you right now? I haven't seen you in, forever, and I'm just kind of standing here. I finished picking up all the souvenirs just like we planned, and I'm waiting at the fountain, the one we said we'd meet at if we ever got separated. I've been here for 10 minutes now, and still no sight of you. So, yeah, could you shoot me a text or something? I'm starting to get concerned.
Oh, you're concerned about me now? Well, don't be. In fact, you don't need to be concerned about me ever again. You can hang around that stupid fountain all you want. I'm never coming back there.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're not coming back?
I mean exactly what I said. And I'm staying at a different hotel tonight, too, by myself. I'll just go sightseeing on my own, do whatever, then head home solo. You can figure things out on your end. See you later, Ashley.
What the? Tucker, what are you even talking about? We're on our honeymoon. You can't just disappear like that.
Oh, I absolutely can. And I'm filing for divorce as soon as possible.
What? Are you out of your mind? We've been saving up money to go on this honeymoon for a whole year. Where is this even coming from?
Wow, you really don't get it, do you?
No, Tucker, I really don't. If I did something wrong, just tell me already. You're acting like I murdered someone.
Don't play dumb with me. I know everything. Even during our honeymoon, you just couldn't control yourself.
Oh my God. What? What are you even accusing me of right now?
You cheated on me, Ashley. Don't even try to deny it. I've got all the proof I need.
Excuse me? That's insane. I haven't cheated on you ever. There can't possibly be any proof because it never happened.
What's that? You've got nothing left to say for yourself, so you just tell me I'm imagining the very real proof I have in my possession? That's a confession if I ever heard one.
You know what? Fine. If you've got this so-called proof, then show it to me. Go on, let's see it, Tucker. Put your money where your mouth is.
No way.
Why not?
Because I'm not about to hand you my trump card just so you can weasel your way out of it. I'm not stupid.
Trump card? Tucker, are you even listening to yourself? This is ridiculous. You're accusing me of something I didn't do, and you won't even back it up?
You're just mad because I caught you. God, Ashley, when I married you, I never imagined you would turn out to be like this. You're sitting there flailing, desperately trying to avoid taking responsibility for your own actions. It's pathetic, honestly.
Unbelievable. I haven't done anything. Nothing. And here you are acting like I've betrayed you. You know me better than that.
Well, you have betrayed me, so it seems as though I didn't know you as well as I thought I did.
Look, God, this is insane. Tucker, I don't know what is making you think I cheated on you, but I'm telling you I didn't. Can we just meet up and talk about this? Let's just have lunch at the cafe that we were planning to, please?
After what you did to me, I don't ever want to see your face again. It would only bring back the trauma I suffered when I learned the truth. Anyway, the honeymoon is officially over. I already changed my flight, so I'll be heading back home first thing tomorrow. And before you ask, no, I will not tell you what flight I'm leaving on, so don't bother trying to follow me home.
God damn it, Tucker, what is going on? I swear to God, I have never cheated on you. None of this makes any sense at all. Hey, Ashley, you busy right now? I know it's probably fine, but I just wanted to double check the time and place for tomorrow. I figured I'd message you tonight just in case. Hey, Colleen. Yeah, I've got a minute. We're still meeting at 9 in the morning, right? In your hotel lobby? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, it's been forever since we saw each other. What, almost a full year since your wedding? Yeah, I guess it has been that long. Feels like it flew by and dragged on at the same time. But about tomorrow, just so you know, it might just be me. Wait, what? What do you mean, just you? What happened to Tucker? Oh, he didn't get food poisoning or something, did he? It would be nice if I could chalk this up to just food poisoning. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so ridiculous, I can't even wrap my head around it. He thinks I cheated on him, and then he just disappeared. I texted him, and he said that he's getting his own hotel and changing flights to go home early. Then, as soon as he gets home, he wants to get divorced. Hold on, what? Are you serious right now? He just accused you out of nowhere and walked off? Yes, I swear, Colleen, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, Ashley, you're my sister, and I love you and will always support you, but I just have to ask, you haven't been secretly seeing someone or anything, have you? What? Of course not. Why would you even ask me that? You know I wouldn't do something like that. There is nobody at all. This whole thing just came out of nowhere. Okay, I believe you. I'm sorry. I just, I had to make sure. But, can I ask you something kind of weird? Weirder than my husband bailing on our honeymoon because he thinks I'm cheating? Yeah, go ahead. Ask. Have you grown your hair out recently? What? No, I've had short hair forever, since high school, remember? And no, I'm not wearing a wig or extensions or anything. What does that have to do with any of this? Okay, so I was going to wait and bring it up in person tomorrow, but now I feel like I should say something. Colin and I went down to the beach this evening to watch the fireworks. While we were walking along the shoreline, I thought I saw someone who looked a lot like Tucker. Wait, what? Tucker? At the beach? Yeah, and he wasn't alone. He was with this woman who had long, dark hair. I couldn't get a super clear look since they were a little far away, but the two of them were walking with their arms linked, really close together, like a couple. At first I thought maybe it was you, but then I realized, no, the hair's all wrong. And it just didn't feel like you, Oh my God. I know. Colin and I were standing there trying to figure it out, whispering back and forth. We were like, is that him? No way. Wait, maybe. But before we could do anything, they were gone. They walked off before we could even call out to them. Colleen, I was at the spa during that time, the one in the hotel. I was there for almost 3 hours. We haven't been together since this afternoon. Oh no. So it really could have been him? I don't even know what to think anymore. I'm sitting here in the hotel room alone. He hasn't come back. Okay, that's it. I'm coming over. I'm not leaving you by yourself tonight. No way. What? But aren't you with Colin? You two planned this trip for yourselves. Yeah, and Colin's the one who said I should go be with you. He literally told me your sister needs you more than me right now. So I'm heading over, okay? I'll be there in 10 minutes. Come meet me in the lobby. Thank you. Oh, seriously, thank you.
So, Ashley, have you given it any more thought? Are you finally ready to admit you cheated?
Oh my God, how many times do I have to say it? I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do anything.
Unbelievable. Still playing dumb? I told you already, I have proof.
Then show it to me. Seriously, just send me whatever you've got because this is getting ridiculous. You keep accusing me, you say you have proof, and yet you haven't shown me anything. If I'm actually guilty of something, fine, divorce me. But don't expect me to accept this without seeing what you're even basing it on.
So that's how it is, huh? You're really fine with a divorce?
If you have real evidence, yes, I'm not going to beg you if you can prove I did something wrong. But we both know you're bluffing, so let's get to it. Show me the proof.
All right, fine. Check your DMs. I just sent you a certain incriminating picture. If you can talk your way out of this one, I'll be impressed.
Are you serious right now? This is your proof? You sent me a photo of my sister and her husband.
Your sister?
And the guy next to her, that's her husband, Colin. You know, my brother-in-law. Yeah, sure, people say Colleen and I look a lot alike. Some people even say we could pass for twins, but come on, you've literally met her. And even if we haven't seen each other since the wedding, you really couldn't tell the difference? Look at her hair. She's got long hair pulled back into a bun. My hair isn't even long enough for that. Do you even see me when you look at me?
Wait, hold on. I guess maybe you're right.
And another thing. I told you this morning that I was meeting Colleen and Colin in the lobby. Did you forget about that too?
Possibly.
Colin's on assignment overseas and they're just back in town for a few days. They're staying nearby, so we decided to meet up.
Okay, I guess I did forget about that too.
You didn't forget, you just didn't listen. So yeah, if you saw them yesterday in the area, that's not all that surprising.
Okay, wow. I mean, I guess I made a mistake. So, is it cool if I come back now? Like, we could just pick things up and enjoy the rest of the trip?
Are you kidding me right now? You dragged me through hell for the past 24 hours. You stormed off, called me a liar, accused me of cheating, and treated me like trash. And now you want to stroll back like nothing happened?
Well, it was all just a misunderstanding, right?
Yeah, misunderstanding you created because you jumped to conclusions and didn't bother to ask a single question. And actually, you know that cafe you and your little sidekick were at yesterday?
What?
Colin went there for lunch, alone, and guess what he saw? He saw you, sitting there with another woman, and he took a photo, a nice, clear one.
Wait, what? That's spying!
You don't get to cry foul now, especially when you consider who the woman in that photo is. She looks a lot like Sally, you know, our neighbor's wife. What the hell is wrong with you, you amoral scumbag?
Yeah, about that, I can explain. Just give me a minute.
Trying to come up with a good excuse?
Not an excuse, just, an explanation.
I don't know, Tucker. I don't think there's much that needs explaining. You were actually willing to bring along your mistress Sally on our honeymoon? I guess that means you're really head over heels for her, huh?
Wait, no! Look, it's not like that. Can we just talk this out properly, please? Things with Sally are totally casual. It's not serious, I swear. I don't know. I wanted to feel a little thrill, okay? That's the only reason I brought her along on the trip. It was a stupid impulse, I admit that.
So you're telling me it wasn't cheating, just a stupid little thrill? And while we're at it, you mistook my sister and her husband for my imaginary affair, then went off ranting about how you were filing for divorce. And now you want to talk things out? God, you really are something else. I'd call you as dumb as a rock, but even that would be giving you too much credit.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
Oh, please, you're in no position to be offended. Oh, and by the way, Sally's husband, he's on a business trip. And guess where? 40 minutes from here by car.
Uh-oh.
And another thing, my brother-in-law Colin, he's been tailing you two ever since he saw you together at the cafe.
He was?
Yeah, you didn't notice at all, did you? He used to work part-time for a private investigator when he was a student. So yeah, he knows how to stay out of sight. Oh, and right now, you two are staying at a pay-by-the-hour motel, aren't you?
Oh God, no. You know where we are?
Oh, and what's this? Colin and Sally's husband just met up.
Wait, what? Why?
And, oh look, another message. It says that you two just tried to run out of the motel, but Colin caught you in the parking lot. Wow, talk about perfect timing. Not looking so smug anymore, are you? I guess you're a bit tied up at the moment, so you can't reply to me anymore, can you? But I see you're reading these, so I'm going to lay this out for you clearly, just so we're all on the same page. Colin and Sally's husband are going to escort both of you back to my house. We'll be waiting for you. Also, just so you know, Colleen stayed with me last night. If she hadn't come, if she hadn't been there for me, I think the damage you did might have left me scarred for life. So when did you get back? We're going to have a nice, long conversation with both of our parents. So go ahead and start preparing yourself, because I want you to be fully ready for what's coming. Once everything arrived at my house, our little family meeting began. Both my parents and Tucker's were there, and, of course, Sally's parents showed up too, since they're family friends of Tucker's. It turned into a full-on interrogation session, honestly. Loud, dramatic, awkward, the works. Once we managed to squeeze a confession out of both of them, we handed the rest off to the lawyers. Shortly after that, the divorce was finalized. Since our marriage hadn't lasted very long, the money I got from Tucker was basically pocket change. But over on Sally's side, she and her husband had been married for 10 years, so yeah, things did not go very well for her. Last I heard, Tucker's working night shifts and bouncing between part-time jobs just to try and keep up with his rent. I actually saw him the other day. He looked completely worn down. He was dragging his feet, hunched over, pale and sunken. He looked like a ghost of himself. He saw me, too, and when he noticed the man I was walking with, his face just completely collapsed. He looked devastated, like something inside him cracked. And then, he walked away quietly, wiping tears from his face. I suppose that's the last I'll ever see of him. Abigail, are you looking ugly again today? What the hell was that, Erica? Well, it's been a year or so since I've last seen you, so I wanted to check up on you and see if you were still keeping up with being ugly. Just as I expected from you. You literally have no decency at all as an adult and are still acting like that little bratty witch that I've always known you to be. Huh? So how has being a whore been for you? Stealing any fine men lately? Oh my god. Well, I'll have you know that I am not the whore. All of those men are, because they keep coming after me when I'm not even trying to get with them. So what other choice do I have but to go out and have fun with them? Go ahead and think of it however you'd like. Now tell me what you really want from me today. Oh, that's right. I have a really, really important bit of news to tell you. And what could that be? Right now, I'm on vacation with your husband in the Bahamas. What? You went to the Bahamas? That's right. I'm out here with your husband, Stan, and we are making love to one another at this private little cabin on the beach. I haven't seen Stan all night, and that's why? He left to go to the Bahamas with you? That's right. So when are you guys coming back home? Huh? I want to know how many nights you two will be staying here and when you plan on coming back. What's going on here? You just had your own husband stolen away by me, and you're not even going to act a little bit surprised by that? What is wrong with you, Erica? Honestly, I'm just shocked by the fact that you took him all the way to the Bahamas, of all places, to cheat on me. Are you kidding me? You should be crying at the sound of my news and begging me with all the strength you have right now to give him back to you. Why are you not worried about him at all? I knew about him cheating on me, so don't get your hopes up. Huh? I have known about you going out with Stan like that for a while now. I'm sorry that your plans of making me break down and beg for him back didn't work out for you. What? Now, look, Erica, you and I were in the same classes with one another in both middle school and then in high school. You and I both have a lot of the same friends, so I hear about you all the time. I'm sure that you're not very aware of this, but back here in town, not a lot of people really like you all too much. And all I hear about you is bad things. And thanks to always hearing the bad news about you, I've learned that you'd been eyeing up Stan. Are you serious? A lot of people say that you yourself are married right now, but by the way you'd always go around town bragging about the men you were with, it almost felt as though your real husband didn't exist. When you both are back in town, I'll be having a word with you guys, along with my lawyer about the divorce and settlements. Please make sure to be there for that. Oh, I see. Well, that's no problem. I'm a little bit shocked that you already knew about all of this, but it's not going to change any of the plans I've made. Really? Is that so? Anyway, we will be back home in 3 more days. Since I'm no longer going to have to hide anything from anyone, I'm going to make sure to enjoy this little vacation to the fullest and post all about it. Well, as long as you're not going to try and run away, do as you please. Bye now. Erica, have you not been looking at any of the calls or texts coming from your parents? Why are you not going to answer anyone? Everyone is trying to get a hold of you right now. Oh my, if it isn't the loser who lost her husband to me. I'm sure you're getting all antsy now and sent me those messages wanting him back from me, right? I knew that having Stan stolen from you was heartbreaking. This is not about Stan and you. Huh? Your father? He had to be taken to the hospital because he came down with something really bad and hasn't been getting any better. I see. And? Since this morning, he's been on life support. Oh? Because you weren't answering any of those calls or texts from your family, they came to all your friends and people you know asking us to try to contact you. Come home right now, hurry! What? No, thank you. Huh? I'm sure you're just lying to me right now to try and get Stan and I to come home from our little romantic vacation before we plan to, right? I know that you and my family are all in on that lie together and want me to stop having fun here with your husband. What the hell are you going on about? Things are not going well for your father and your family right now, so hurry up and come home right away. Come on now, Erica. All right, okay. Keep on freaking out about how you want Stan back. I'm not worried about Stan and you right now. Are you even listening to me? Right now, I'm a very busy woman because I have all this love I need to receive from Stan. We are both about to start having sex, so shut up already and let us have our fun. Jesus Christ, Erica, what the hell do you think you're doing right now? Your father is on his deathbed. Oh, I just remembered something. I don't actually need him anymore, so you can go ahead and have him as your dad now since I'm taking Stan and his family. I'm sorry that I'm giving him to you in such a sad state, though. Hopefully you don't mind getting a damaged dad, huh? This is not the time for you to be saying things like that. Your family is all here, wondering where you are and why you're not here. You are starting to really annoy me now, so I'm going to block your number for the rest of this trip. What? Bye-bye. See you when I'm back from the Bahamas. Hold it right there, Erica. Erica! I'm back! We just arrived back home a little bit ago. Therefore, I can unblock your phone number now. And another thing I have to let you know about is that Stan and I got engaged. So could you please hurry up and divorce him for me? You were telling me the other day that when we both got back, you'd want us to talk about divorce and the settlement. So make all of that quick, please. Both Stan and I want to get married to one another as soon as possible. You are so dang annoying. Huh? Oh, you must have turned into a Grinch while I was gone after having your husband stolen from you, right? That's hilarious. But don't worry, because you can have my dad and my family now instead as a replacement for Stan's. Although ever since he started to get really sick, he lost his job at that major company and has been pretty useless to me. Right now I'm at your father's funeral. What? I'm not family or anything to him, so I'm only here for the first procession, and then I'll be going home. But a lot of people have been murmuring to one another about where his daughter went and whether or not she'll be coming back for his funeral today. Huh? A few of your friends that know about where you ran off to are here as well. So there is a chance one of them will talk and the rest of your friends and family will know about what you've done. What? Huh? If you're still not going to believe all that I'm telling you right now, then how about you take a trip over to your parents' house right now? There, you will be able to figure out the truth in all of this and may start to panic a little. Are you being serious right now? Why, Erica? If this was really going on, you should have been trying even harder to get me to believe you. This is the worst timing ever for me to be coming back home from my vacation. So that's what you're going to say to me? Well, I guess that's expected from a woman that never bothered to care for her family at all and didn't even show up once at the hospital to check on how her father was doing. Also, it's starting to sound like a lot of people are learning about what you'd been up to behind your family's back, especially with Stan. I don't care about what all of them are thinking right now. Right now, things are very bad for me. I showed up to the funeral after stopping by my parents' house, and as I walked inside, my mom slapped me with the most force I've ever taken. And my grandparents started to break down crying and wouldn't even look at me. All of my dad's family just stood there glaring at me in silence. Why are you getting all upset over that? That's how you should have expected everyone to react after what they'd seen and heard. Huh? It wasn't just you, though, that received those kinds of reactions from others. When Stan came stumbling back home, his dad was waiting for him and gave him a punch to the gut that caused him to vomit. What? Anywho, I'm divorcing him. And then I'll have my lawyer get you to sign the papers stating that you both now owe me some money. Oh, I see. Well, that's totally fine. I'll be getting all that money my dad had from his will. That'll mean something like your settlement won't even faze me because it'll seem so cheap. You think so? I can see that you really don't feel any sort of anxiety after what all's just happened. But my lawyer will be coming over in the next few days to have a word with you, so be ready for when he arrives. Sure thing. I'll be ready for whoever comes here. Hello, Erica. This is about that settlement you've asked me for? What's up? You don't think you could lower the amount you're asking for? Or even perhaps just void this whole settlement in general? Listen, I thought that by the time I got all that money from my dad after he passed away, I'd be just fine. But after asking about when his money would be coming to me, I was told there was no money. And? I heard all of this from my dad's little sister, my aunt. Well, he had been in the hospital for a very long time, huh? And, well, he had lost his job too, right? So all of that time in the hospital, racking up his bills, really did a number on the money he had in his savings, so there's nothing really left for me to have. I see. Then I went and asked Stan about having him help pay the settlement off, but he told me no right then and there. Well, I'm sure something like that would happen. But no matter what excuses you have for me, you're going to have to pay me that settlement. What about lowering the amount you're asking for? And why should I do that?
What the hell is going on here? Hey, what the hell is this about Stan being jobless? Did he not get that company from his dad or what? I could have sworn he was telling me all about how his dad had this massive company and that it would be going to him next.
Wow. You never heard anything about that from him recently then?
Heard about what?
At first, he was supposed to be the next in line to receive that company and become the CEO. But after a little while, his dad, the current CEO at the time, realized that his son is nowhere near ready to become someone as respected as the CEO of that company. So he went and found someone from within his company to make the next CEO. And, well, it's been 5 months now since the new CEO took over that company.
Who the hell took that position?
I did.
Huh?
And from there, Stan no longer felt comfortable working in the company and quit. So when are you going to have that money to me by? I would like you to have it to me in the next few weeks, so were you able to find another way to get that money set up?
What? You already know that I don't have any money.
So that's your final answer then? I can see now why you were acting all tough about this whole situation you got yourself into. You thought you'd be getting both the money your dead husband should have left behind for you and the money that Stan would have been making as the CEO, right? Honestly, that's what I was thinking had been the case this whole time, but didn't want to spoil all your fun.
If you already know that I'm not going to be able to pay you, how about you void the dang settlement?
The settlement is another story, Erica. I knew something like this would end up happening, so I went and spoke with your grandpa about what should be done about you.
Huh? My grandpa? You went and talked to him about me?
Yep, and this is your grandpa on your mother's side of the family. He told me that he had some very good things in mind for getting you both to pay me the settlement I've asked for, and to try and fix that toxic behavior you've always had all your life.
Wait, what? Why? I'm not even upset about you talking with my family about this, but why would you choose to talk with that crazy old man first? And actually, how the hell were you able to get in touch with him in the first place?
Well, I'm sure you're not really aware of all this, and that's totally fine, but your grandpa's company just so happens to have some relationships with the company I'm in charge of now.
What?
In other words, what you and Stan had been doing started to have some influence on both of the companies, and discussion about you had to be made. There, your grandpa and I came to a lot of conclusions about what had to be done with you, especially since you were causing bad rumors to spread around affecting business.
No frickin' way! Does this actually mean I'm going to have to go with that insanely strict old man now? And I'm not even talking about how bad my grandma is. She is way worse than him, and I do not want to know what she'll do to me if I see her. I've heard terrible stories about how she raised my mom's siblings. No, I don't want to end up like all of them. How the hell am I going to be able to have a life if I have to go to them now? There's no way those two will let me see the light of day ever again.
Well, you have no other choice now, so stop complaining already.
What?
Erica, there is no other option for you anymore. While you had been bragging about how you stole my husband from me, and then we're not going to have to worry about the divorce or settlement because of your dead father's and Stan's money, I was talking with your grandpa.
Huh? So it's been going on this whole time?
I had to make sure your grandpa heard about your every move so that he could prepare himself for how he wants to go about retraining you.
No.
I really hope that whatever he and your grandma have in store for you, it helps you become a better person. Bye-bye now.
Erica, I don't want to go. Erica, please don't block me. I'm begging you. I just need you to read this. Just hear me out, okay?
What? Ugh, I must have forgotten to hit block. But fine, say what you want. Don't expect me to feel anything but disgust.
I know I don't deserve anything from you. Not forgiveness, not kindness, not even a single text back, but I am desperate. They're forcing me to leave. My grandparents, you know how they are, strict, cold, and worse than that, they're scary. I can't go back there, not like this.
So now you're scared? Funny how that works. When I was broken and left alone because you stole my husband, did you ever show me a shred of mercy? A little regret?
I did regret it every single day. But I was caught in something I couldn't control. I didn't plan on him leaving you, Erica. I never wanted to be that person. I was weak and I made a terrible mistake.
You made a choice, Erica. You chose to be with him behind my back. You chose lies, deceit, betrayal. There was nothing accidental about it. And now you want me to bail you out, to save you? I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not asking to erase what happened. I need help, a place to stay, a way out, please. If you send me some money, just enough for a few nights, somewhere safe, I'll find a way to get back on my feet. I promise I'll pay you back. Do you think it's that easy? Just send you money and everything's okay? You broke my life, Erica. You tore apart every promise, every memory, every shred of trust I had. I looked at you as a friend once. You betrayed me. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought I could handle it, whatever it was, but I was wrong. I'm sorry, Erica, more than you know. Sorry doesn't fix shattered hearts or sleepless nights. You don't get to take what's not yours and then ask for charity when your world falls apart. My world is falling apart. I'm scared to go back to my grandparents' house. They're cruel. They yell. They lock me in my room. I can't live like that, not anymore. You should have thought about that before dragging me through hell. You think your fear matters to me now? I was afraid too. Afraid I'd lose everything. And I did. I know I've never stopped thinking about the pain I caused you. I'm drowning in it. But right now, I need help surviving. You don't deserve help from me, not after what you did. You're on your own. Please, Erica, I am begging you. I'm desperate. If you don't help me, I'll have nowhere left to turn. And what about me? Where was I when you made your choice? You don't get to gaslight me with your desperation. You made your bed, now lie in it. I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt you like this. If I could undo it all, I would. You can't undo betrayal. You can't unbreak trust. Can't you just be a little human, a little kind? I'm not asking for your friendship, just a chance to stay alive. Kindness is earned, and you burned every bridge between us. I'm sorry it's harsh, but it's the truth. I don't know what else to do. I'm scared, Erica, scared and alone. Good. Feel that fear, because it's what I felt when I realized you were with him, when you shattered everything I believed in. Maybe now you understand what it means to be broken. I understand more than you know. I am sorry for everything. I really am. Sorry doesn't fill the void you left. I hope you find the strength to fix yourself, because I am done trying to fix you. Please, just please. No, don't contact me again. Erica. Bye, Erica. Please. Only 10 minutes after I ended the conversation, Erica's grandpa showed up, ready to take her away. She was frantic, desperate to escape the suffocating atmosphere of her parents' house. She bolted toward the front door, adrenaline pumping through her veins, but when she reached it, she realized the door had been locked from the outside. The shock of being trapped hit her like a wall. Before she could react, someone grabbed her from behind. It was none other than her own mother, the same woman who had slapped her hard at the funeral just days before. The look on her mother's face was cold, unyielding. Erica screamed and struggled, but her mother's grip was firm and unrelenting. Without hesitation, her mother picked her up as if she weighed nothing and carried her out of the house. The sharp cries coming from Erica echoed down the street as neighbors peered from their windows and doorways, drawn by the commotion. But as soon as they saw it was Erica screaming her head off, they quickly retreated back inside, unwilling to get involved. The scene was unsettling. Her mother, a woman many knew as kind and gentle, was now the very person forcing her daughter into submission. They walked to the old van parked in the driveway where her grandpa waited patiently. Erica was placed inside, still wailing as her mother shut the door firmly behind her. That day marked a turning point. Erica was taken to her grandpa's house, a place far removed from the chaos she had fled. For a few days I didn't hear much from her. The silence was uneasy, but then slowly, the money that I had requested started to come through. It wasn't just from her. Around the same time, payments also began arriving from Stan. Stan's situation was even worse. His parents, furious and ashamed, disowned him after his father lost control and punched the meal right out of his hands during a heated argument. The incident shattered any semblance of family support he had left. Forced to fend for himself, Stan moved to another town, far away from his parents, where he found work and began earning money to pay me what he owed. With both Erica and Stan finally making their payments, the long weight of those unsettled debts began to lift from my shoulders. It was a relief to know that the settlements were being honored, and I could at least take a moment to breathe deeply and express my gratitude to my lawyer, whose efforts had been crucial throughout this entire ordeal. Without their help, I don't know where I would be. Yet just as I started to feel some peace, a few weeks later my phone buzzed with a message from Erica. She was reaching out again, begging me to come and rescue her from her grandparents. The desperation in her text was unmistakable. Pleas for help, for escape from the punishments she was enduring. That was when I realized I hadn't blocked her number yet. In that moment, I finally did, closing off one more chapter of drama and emotional exhaustion. I still wonder what kinds of punishments her grandparents have been subjecting her to since she arrived at their home. Knowing the strict, old-fashioned nature of my grandparents, I imagine the discipline has been harsh, maybe even brutal. I can only guess that none of their methods are ineffective at trying to fix whatever it is that's wrong with Erica's head. They likely have her following strict rules, isolated from the outside world with very little freedom or comfort. It pains me to think of her trapped in that situation, but at the same time, I question how much good it will truly do. It's complicated. Erica is someone who's caused a lot of pain, not just to me, but to everyone around her. Her past actions showed a disregard for others and a selfish streak that led her down a path of destruction. But beneath it all, she's still family, and there's a part of me that hopes she can find a way back from whatever is broken inside her. Maybe this forced isolation will be a chance for her to reflect, grow, and change, though I'm not holding my breath. Meanwhile, the money coming in from both Erica and Stan has given me a chance to reclaim some stability. I'm finally able to focus on moving forward, on rebuilding what was lost because of their actions. My lawyer has been incredible, guiding me through legal battles, negotiations, and the emotional roller coaster that came with it all. Knowing that my settlements are now paid off means I can breathe easier at night, without that looming financial stress dragging me down. Still, every time I think about those texts from Abigail, I feel a twinge of something. Maybe guilt, maybe frustration, or perhaps just sadness. I don't know if I can ever really forgive her, or if she even deserves it. But I can't ignore the fact that she's asking for help. She's reaching out in her own way, trapped between the consequences of her past and the harsh reality of her present. For now, I've closed that door and put her number behind me. Life moves on, and so must I. But deep down, I hope that one day she finds peace, whatever that looks like for her. Until then, I will keep pushing forward, thankful for the progress made, and wary of the storms that may still come.
Chris! Still slaving away, huh? You done with those reports yet? Good evening, Randy. Yes, I just finished them now. I managed to get everything prepared for our client meeting tomorrow. Barely made it. For real? Damn, you actually pulled it off? That was a hell of a load, man. Respect, respect. You do realize why there was so much, right? That mountain of paperwork was your responsibility, Randy. You left it all until the last possible moment and dumped it on me, then just walked out early like it wasn't your problem. Come on, don't be like that. I had pressing plans, you know? Couldn't be helped. But hey, I figured you'd be able to knock it out. You're the go-to guy around here, right? Besides, I heard the contract you landed with Gold & Company last month. Bigwigs upstairs are raving about it. You've got talent, man. Makes me proud as your boss. Don't flatter me, Randy. That's not the issue here. Stop procrastinating and dumping everything on me last minute. I'm serious. This can't keep happening. I won't keep covering for you. Wow, getting feisty tonight, aren't we? Still, it's kinda cute how loyal you are, even when you're clearly being used. You never stop, do ya? Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? Wanna know? I wasn't gonna say anything until tomorrow, but honestly, you just look so pitiful right now. Guess I'll throw you a bone. Take a wild guess who I'm hanging out with tonight, right now. What? I don't know, a client? Oh, close guess, but no, it's Stacy. What? Stacy? Wait, you mean my Stacy? Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner! Yup, your girlfriend! We're having a nice little night out. Just the two of us, getting real close if you catch my drift. What the hell? Why would she be with you? What's going on here, Randy? Oh man, that reaction, priceless! I've had my eye on her for a while now. Ever since you introduced her at that party, actually. Been laying the groundwork bit by bit. Flirting here, some smooth talk there. And now? Well, she finally said she's ready to trade up. Said she was tired of dating some low-rank nobody. She wants someone who's going places. Me, baby! Newly promoted and all! You think I'm a nobody? I've worked my ass off for this company. You know how much I've done. Not just for the business, but for you. I've covered for your lazy ass time and time again. You can't seriously believe you've earned a promotion over me. Earned? Let's be real, Randy. You've been doing all the heavy lifting for months. Sales, client management, new contracts. But guess who's been reporting those results to the higher-ups? Me! Are you saying you took credit for my work? Took? Bro, don't be dramatic. It's just how things work around here. Bosses look good when the team succeeds. So yeah, I may have highlighted your wins as my own in some of the reports. No big deal. You win contracts, I win praise. Hell, you even made me look like a miracle worker. Thanks for that. You've got to be kidding me. All this time I thought I was building a solid track record. I thought I'd earned some respect. And you were just coasting behind me, stealing everything I did? You got it! And the best part? You're not just losing your credit or your girlfriend, you're losing your job, too! What the hell are you talking about? Man, you're gonna love this part. See, I've been in a little financial jam lately. Some gambling debts, small stuff, but it adds up. So I borrowed a few things, from the company. Some office supplies, a few fake dinner receipts, fudged some numbers on the expense report. Nothing huge, but enough to raise eyebrows. You what? That's embezzlement, Randy! Are you completely out of your mind? Relax, it's only embezzlement if you get caught, and I'm not the one getting caught. What did you do? I told accounting it was you! Said you've been misusing company resources, skimming cash from reimbursements, stashing gear for side jobs. I gave them just enough evidence to back it up. They bought it too, hook, line, and sinker. You set me up? Are you actually serious right now? Look, I couldn't afford to let this tank my future, man. I'm about to be promoted. I'm dating your girlfriend. I'm not going down over some petty charges. And frankly, you've already served your purpose. You were a good footstool. Now I don't need you anymore. You backstabbing son of a... You can't just ruin someone's life like this. You're destroying everything I've built. My career, my relationship, everything. Cry harder, Chris. No one up top is gonna believe you. I've been feeding them the narrative for months. To them, you're a deadweight whiner who coasts behind the team. And I'm the rising star who brings in results. I even convinced them to review your performance file. Guess what's in there now? Unbelievable! All those hours, the overtime, the late nights. You really threw me under the bus just to protect your own sorry hide? Correction, I drove the bus, and then I backed it up for good measure. Don't take it personally, it's just business. You're insane. You think I'm just gonna let this slide? I'll take this to HR. I'll show them everything. You won't get away with this. Go ahead. They'll laugh you out of the office. You think some screenshots of this chat are gonna prove anything? Digital evidence is easy to fake. And the guy with the promotion, the charm, and the executive trust, that's me. They'll take my word over yours every single time. You're playing with fire, Randy. People like you always think they're untouchable until they fall. You're welcome to try, or option B, you take the fall like a good little scapegoat. They'll offer you voluntary resignation if you cooperate. Less humiliating than being dragged out for fraud, don't you think? This is messed up. You're a thief, a liar, a snake. You took everything from me. And I'll keep doing it too. The clients you brought in, they're mine now. The credit, mine. Stacy, also mine. Hell, I might even propose. Who knows? You don't deserve a damn thing. One way or another, this ends. Sure, tough guy. Tell it to someone who cares. Meanwhile, I've got another round with Stacy waiting. She says hi, by the way. Enjoy your last day tomorrow. Later, loser! Hey, Chris! Answer the damn call now! Oh, hey, if it isn't my ex-boss, Randy. Looks like you tried calling me a few times. What's got you all worked up? You're damn right I did! Why the hell didn't you answer? Never mind that. Just get your ass down to the office right now! I'm sorry, but why would I do that? I no longer work at your company, remember? Cut the crap! I don't have time for your attitude! Just get down here and help fix this disaster! Disaster? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, where do I start? Ever since you left, the clients I took over, your clients, have been pulling out one after another. They're canceling their contracts left and right. Wow, sounds rough. Don't play coy with me. I personally reached out to all of them, introduced myself as the new account manager, and every single one of them said the same damn thing. They only want you, not me, not anyone else, you. Well, that's flattering, I suppose. Flattering? It's a goddamn nightmare! We're bleeding clients, revenue's dropping by the hour! You need to come back. You need to talk to these clients and convince them to stay! Let me get this straight. You want me to come back after you stole credit for my work, stole my girlfriend, framed me for embezzlement, and got me fired? And now that your plan's falling apart, you expect me to bail you out? We don't have time for your sarcasm. The company is going under. Look, you're jobless now, right? You've got nothing to lose. Come back and I'll make this whole firing thing disappear. Tempting offer, but no, I'm actually not unemployed, thanks. What? Yeah, I got a new job right after leaving. Turns out the people over at Golden Company, remember them? They were very interested in hiring me. Wait, what? Golden Company, the big client? The only one that hasn't canceled their contract with your company yet, yes. I went to say a proper goodbye and, well, they weren't too pleased to hear how and why I was let go. One thing led to another, and now I'm with them, senior manager position. Senior manager? You're joking! I'm not. They valued my work. They trusted me. Even said there's no way I could have done what you accused me of. Funny, isn't it, that a client knew me better than my own company did? No way! No freaking way! This isn't fair! You had the talent, the client, and the girl! I took everything from you! How the hell are you the one who lands on top? Because you tried to rise on someone else's work instead of doing your own. You lied, cheated, and manipulated your way into a corner. People notice those things, Randy. Clients notice, colleagues notice. Sooner or later, it all comes crashing down. Shut up! I don't need a damn lecture from you! You sure about that? Because, thanks to my position at Golden Company, I've been asked to weigh in on whether or not to continue doing business with your firm. My opinion holds a lot of weight right now. Wait, what? No, you can't be serious. Dead serious. So maybe tone it down. Maybe start begging a little more convincingly. Okay, please. I'm sorry. I messed up, okay? I was jealous. I wanted what you had. Your success, your relationship, your respect. So I stole it. I framed you. I admit it. Just don't let this happen to the company, please. Wow, where do I begin? You speak to a client like we're college buddies, strike one. You act like I owe you something, strike two. And honestly, just being you is probably strike three. Come on, man, you can't do this to me! If Golden Company pulls out, we're finished! I'm finished! I guess that's karma. You wanted the rewards without doing the work. Now you're reaping what you sowed. Please, I'm begging you! Sorry, Randy. This is where the ride ends for you. I hope this experience teaches you something, though I doubt it will. Wait, Chris, come on, man, just give me another chance! No more chances. Be honest, be accountable, and maybe, just maybe, you won't crash so hard next time. Chris, don't do this, please! Goodbye, Randy. Best of luck. You're gonna need it. After everything that happened, I blocked Randy's number without hesitation and terminated all contracts I had with his company. I wasn't gonna give him even a sliver of access to me anymore. He had burned through every last ounce of trust I had. And at that point, cutting ties was the only logical step left. It didn't take long for the consequences of his actions to catch up with him. Once I canceled my end of the deal, the fallout spread fast. Other clients, seeing my departure, started pulling out as well. His company, heavily dependent on those partnerships, took a massive financial hit almost overnight. Without the contracts, their revenue dried up, and it was like watching a dam burst. Everything Randy had tried to build, or rather manipulate his way through, began to crumble. Naturally, his higher-ups started investigating. The success he had always boasted about suddenly didn't add up under scrutiny. People started asking where those numbers were really coming from, and it became clear he'd been riding on the accomplishments of his subordinates. Not only had he been taking credit for their work, but he had also tried to pin some financial discrepancies on them, including the very same misuse of funds he had orchestrated himself. When it all unraveled, the truth came out fast and brutal. The company had no choice. Randy was terminated immediately. Not just fired, he was dismissed with cause. A full-blown disciplinary dismissal. No severance, no references, just a permanent black mark on his record. After everything, he got exactly what he deserved. Then, almost predictably, my ex-girlfriend came crawling back. Apparently, when Randy lost his status and income, she dropped him like a hot coal. I suppose the appeal of dating someone powerful disappears quickly when they become jobless and disgraced. And of course, she thought she could just come back to me like nothing had happened. She messaged me like we were old friends, acting like the past didn't matter, but I shut that down immediately. I made it perfectly clear there was no place for her in my life anymore. She had made her choice, and now she had to live with it. Honestly, part of me couldn't help but laugh at how quickly people reveal their true colors when their convenience is threatened. It really does make you wonder, are there any genuinely loyal people left out there? Guess it's just the rare ones who stand tall when everything falls apart. As for my previous employer, the one where Randy and I had first crossed paths, they eventually reached out to me. They issued a formal apology and agreed to pay me the severance I was owed, along with a generous settlement. It was clear they were terrified I'd take legal action. I could have, of course. I had the evidence. But in the end, they settled things amicably, begged me not to sue, and made it clear they wanted the entire ordeal swept quietly under the rug. At first, I was angry about being forced out. It felt unfair. I had poured so much of myself into that job, only to be pushed aside because of someone else's lies. But in hindsight, maybe it was the best thing that could have happened. Leaving that toxic environment opened up doors I never would have noticed otherwise. The new job I found is worlds apart. The work is meaningful, the team is supportive, and best of all, I'm actually respected here. It's a place where effort is recognized, where honesty isn't just a corporate buzzword, but something people live by. The pay is excellent, sure, but it's the environment that really makes the difference. I don't wake up dreading the day anymore. I wake up feeling like I belong, like I'm building something real. Looking back, it's wild how everything unfolded. If someone had told me a year ago that I'd be in a better position professionally and personally after getting caught in such a messy situation, I would have laughed in their face. But here I am, thriving in ways I never thought possible. I think the biggest lesson I took away from this whole ordeal is to trust my instincts more. There were red flags with Randy early on, moments when something felt off, when his praise felt too hollow or his numbers too good to be true. But I ignored them. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because it was easier than rocking the boat. Never again. From now on, I'll call things out when they don't feel right. And relationships? Well, let's just say I've raised the bar. My ex showed me what it looks like when someone values comfort over commitment. I won't make that mistake twice. The next person I let into my life will have to earn it, and they'll know that loyalty, honesty, and integrity matter more to me than charm or status ever will. As for Randy, last I heard, he's struggling, jobless, rejected by most of his peers, and apparently going from one failed job interview to the next. Rumor has it he can't even hold down a part-time job, let alone land anything in the corporate world again. The kind of damage he did isn't something that can be swept under the rug. He's burned too many bridges, and now the consequences are chasing him with a vengeance. Some mutual friends told me he's been reaching out to old classmates, me included, begging for loans, help, even job referrals. I didn't respond, neither did most people. The funny thing is, if he had owned up to his mistakes early on, if he had just once taken accountability, someone might have offered him a second chance. But now, he's on his own, and honestly, that's probably how it should be. This whole experience has reshaped how I see the world. I used to think that if you just kept your head down and worked hard, the right people would notice, that integrity alone would carry you through. But now I know it's not that simple. You have to fight for what's right. You have to stand up even when it's uncomfortable and protect your values. I'm in a good place now. The people around me are solid, the work is fulfilling, and I finally feel like my efforts are going towards something meaningful. And I won't forget what it took to get here. So, yeah, what started as a nightmare ended up being the wake-up call I didn't know I needed. I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but for the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited about what's coming next. Here's to better days, clearer judgment, and not letting the snakes back in. In the weeks that followed, I found myself thinking a lot about the kind of people I'd let into my life. It wasn't just about Randy or my ex. It was about the entire environment I had been part of. So many people smiling to your face while plotting behind your back. It made me question not only their intentions, but my own judgment. How had I let things get that far before finally pushing back? I started reconnecting with friends I had grown distant from over the years. People who had always been genuine, even if we hadn't spoken in a while. They were the kind of people who reached out not because they wanted something, but because they cared. Those relationships became my anchor. In the chaos that had been the last year, they reminded me of who I used to be, before all the office politics, betrayals, and corporate ladder games twisted my sense of direction. I've also taken steps to mentor a few younger colleagues at my new job, not because it's expected of me, but because I remember what it felt like to have no one looking out for you while sharks circled nearby. If I can help someone avoid the traps I fell into, then maybe all of this wasn't for nothing.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.